probably speak for everyone here. What was the pivotal? Was there something like rock bottom you hit, or was it a prayer? Maybe it's a prayer.
I think it was my mom's, because I wasn't seeking God.
She's smiling away. Go mom, go mom.
Everybody would say, well, did you pray? What happened? Why? Because I couldn't just feel it. And I just said, no, I wasn't even looking for him.
Wow.
I said, I just woke up and I was sober and I know it was God, because we were raised, as Christians,
Sure.
with my mother. And I just know it was God. So I said, nobody can make me feel this way. Nobody could do this for me. I couldn't even do it for myself. Nobody could for my children.
Now you have a way to be able to minister and to help and lean on her, and grandma's praying and mom's praying, and oh my gosh, I feel sorry for Daniel. He has no choice but to. How about you, Mom? What's an amazing grace for you?
The Lord healing my body.
Healing your body.
And His own grace.
Healing your body. What kind of healing? Your hip.
And the doctor told me that I was going to be a diaper, so I was going to be late. I didn't have a plan at the time. I told him no. I told him, oh my God, what is he doing?
He speaks. Amen. That's right. So you're kind of teaching us right now. Have a lot of people praying for you, right? That's a good word, Mom. That's a good word. That's a very good word. Awesome. People, that's great. What's amazing grace for you, sweetie?
God has been so good to me. And I think everyone probably expects me to say something about my healing. And
Okay.
I'm high and praising God for
Amen.
that.
Amen.
There's something on my mind right now. I don't know if someone else here may be facing something with a child. My only son had the call of God on his life, and he did not go that way. And he went home to heaven early. But the thing is, 7 days before he went home to heaven, the Holy Spirit moved on my daughter's heart. They're very close. And she went to him. It happened to be January 1st. And she said, Scott, I just believe that God wants me to talk to you about your life and getting it right. We never know. He said, you've got people you've got to forgive, things you've got to let go of to be right. To be forgiven is to forgive. And my son got on his knees and wept and repented, got his life right with God, and the last 7 days of his life, now I could break down and cry, or I could say, praise God, my son, for 7 days before he went home to be with Jesus, was a Powerball. I mean, he made up for the lost time. But here is something. God is so amazing. I was saying, God, I knew he was going to go before he went, or anybody knew he was going to go, because the Holy Spirit had been preparing me for 6 months.
Wow.
And I finally had to let go. I said, God, take me. I had a chance to live. Don't take my son. He hasn't gotten married yet. He hasn't had children yet. And God said, all the way 6 months, all he would say is, trust me. Trust me. And I would say, Father, you know I trust you. I love you. And the greatest peace would settle over my heart when he would speak that to me. Trust me. They were. And so, what turned out was the very month my son was injured, 6 months before he went home to heaven. My only other child, my daughter, Megan, to the Lord, she and her husband, in their 40s, conceived Isaac Scott, my little preacher 4-year-old grandson that you see around here. And he's got a double portion. Oh my goodness. He lives up to that name, Isaac, and he's a
That's
big
amazing grace.
rocket on.
That's amazing grace.
Amen. So, I think, wow. So if anybody's been believing for your children, it's not over.
Amen.
It's not over.
And what were you healed of?
Oh my goodness. I had been in 1979, when my babies were just little toddlers, I was in a high impact head-on collision without a seatbelt. My head and face was propelled forward through the windshield of the car. And I was in a brief coma, partially paralyzed, and all the words, brain injury. I had to learn to walk and talk and feed myself and start over again with 2 babies. But anyway, God was with me. And I was believing for nothing all the couldn't turn my head at that point in the passion where you have to turn and look.
Yeah.
I had to turn my scooter, electric scooter. And God was touching me, and he had the words of knowledge. He said, memory is being restored. That was it. I knew this is me. Every one of those, check, and then that. So he just said, rise and be healed. And I thought, now God, I've tried this before. If this is a man saying this, if I'm hearing a man's voice, I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to show. But God, if this is you, I want to know this is you. And I heard him say it was him speaking through the
Isn't that
man.
awesome? Praise
And
God.
so I stood up, and what I was doing, and I didn't even realize it just happened so quickly. I just stood up and I was just pressing into him and loving him, and I loved him 100%. What I felt I had, and he poured out on me 1,000,000 times.
Wow.
That, and I didn't even actually know. I actually felt in the spirit because I wasn't hurt. I don't think people called me. I don't know. Maybe the angel wings just
Yeah.
laid me out. I don't know. I climbed up on myself, I think. And I'm healed, and we took that scooter. My daughter put it in her Armada, drove it down to my house 2 hours from here, put it in the garage, picked up my car, and I've been going and telling people and telling.
Hallelujah. I mean, you've been spinning around in your chair and everything. That's awesome.
I needed another fusion. Yeah. And I got my healing. I could touch my toes. Did you see my toes? Yeah. I touched my toes. This rotator cuff, I had surgery planned for this. I've been getting injections in it. Because for 36 years I've had more important surgeries. I was always pre-op and post-op, physical therapy. And this had been deferred all these years. It was torn in 79. That's how many surgeries I've had. And this was next on the agenda, and I won't have it.
Amen. Wow.
He's my everything. I love you.
God, that's amazing. Stories are getting better here. This is crazy. This is awesome. Mom, how about you? What's something Amazing Grace? We're talking about Amazing Grace in case you're wondering about the most came in. And what does that mean to you? What is something that God's done?
I think Amazing Grace to me would be to love me just as I am. And then I, as a believer, need to try to transfer that to the people that are around me, right?
Yeah.
And to show the same amount of grace that I receive from him. And he's been faithful for many, many, many years, all the times that I've known him. He's never failed once. And that, to me, that shows just how much grace that he has for us. Even sometime when I'm naughty, that grace is still there, and it's in spite of not being myself.
That's good. Because you were on your deathbed for a while. I remember in South America.
Yeah, it was great tribulations, great.
I remember we had to boil the dishes and disinfect everything because she went over to some it was in Bolivia, and some of the Bolivians' homes, and they gave her some Jello, and wasn't quite good Jello, but just,
it tasted great, but
yeah. So anyway.
6 weeks later, I sure knew about it. We're out in the sticks, 4 days travel out, and all of a sudden my eyes just went black. I couldn't see anything. And so through it all, family helps. He works through family, And through it all, he's healed me of all that. I haven't had any repercussions, no problems with. They say with this kind of a situation, you always have a problem with your liver. I haven't had any problem with my liver. Praise God for that. So it's really, really beautiful. Yeah.
Thanks, Mom. How about you, Dad? Amazing Grace. Where do you start, right?
Well, the first thing that came to me is the acronym of GRACE. It's God's riches at Christ's expense.
That's right.
It's not, for me, it's easy to hang on to and so on. But it's a riches that God has given me. When I Kathy said that she had some jelly. It tasted very good, but it was loaded with microbes and so on. I said, that's a good example of sin. It looks good, tastes so good, and it's loaded with bad stuff. Can't just say. Anyways, I'm just going to highlight one little thing. September this year, I am starting to develop carpal tunnel syndrome really extensively. Fingers were on fire, palms were on fire. That started to settle down. Then my wrist got organized. Well, we've been praying all the time. Shoulders now, they're starting to heal up. But the thing of grace is that you're looking at a former phys ed teacher who could do everything anytime. And all of a sudden, I couldn't button my own shirt, and Grace was right here beside me. A woman that looks after you, hits you in the heart, you know. And for a couple of months, she had to literally dress me until my fingers started wiggling. I got that. So that's grace. Grace coming to other people. Amen.
Did you have a point during that time where you were like, okay, God, is this it? Is this as good as it's going to get from now on?
Well, I had to look at the other side of the veil of heaven. I had, what do you call that? Do you remember what it was? Anyways, all that happens is that you get a virus and all of your blood vessels open up and your veins open up so much that the heart hasn't got enough blood to push through. And I was sick in the hospital. Yeah, that's yeah. And the doctor said, you know, and you got things in order, and you know, there's a possibility. I said, yes, I do. And everything else. And I said, I'm ready to go with. That's what he wants. And it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, months ago, about a year ago, so I'm lying there, and I'm thinking, well, what's going to happen? And this beautiful, huge arms came around me from my head to my feet. And I said, wow, if that's heaven, let's go. And God said, I got a little more for you to do. And I recovered after that. Praise the Lord. So I have seen the veil and the beauty of heaven, just a little touch. And boy, when you see that, who wants to hang around here?
Interestingly enough, that thing, it lasted exactly 3 days.
What's that?
This sickness.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
3 days, it was gone. Yeah, a little side event. Our daughter was walking to the hospital the other end, and she heard the doctor and talked to the nurse, and he said, he was referring to me. He said, I don't know about those Christian men. They don't care if they go or they stay, but he doesn't know we're prepared.
Wow, that is awesome. Wow. Here's a couple that's given their life to missionary work. How long have you did your mission? 33 years. And through that time, he was a guy that would go hiking, canoeing, do whatever, and ended up having a cement wall that some Brazilians accidentally pushed on you and knocked out from underneath you, and had his fingers caught in the cement mixer that some other nationals thought were listening, whatever, So sometimes we pay the price, don't we? You get it all back, right?
You got it all back there.
So anyway, but that's amazing to see that. How about you here?
That's a very loaded question too. But the first thing that comes to my mind is when God healed my eyesight, which I'm sure some of you may have heard in reference to my healing. But it was a time that the verse, "My grace is sufficient," took a whole different meaning to me, and that was looking at it as I had had my eyesight my entire life, and that was His grace. That I had that, and for me not to have it, I shouldn't have expected to have it from the beginning. And so His grace is sufficient with the things that we have. We don't deserve them. And when it's gone, it's not that He's punishing us. It's not that He's taking it away from us. It's a different perspective.
You mentioned the other day when we were talking, you said a lot of times you forgot to mention this in your testimony of you really questioning God. And just saying, I see so many things around me, but what about me? Maybe someone can relate to that in here. You see and you hear these stories and you're like, oh, that's for them. Does God care about me? I mean, me? Does He even know my middle name?
Well, that is directly toward you, sweetheart.
It
a time where, you know, being married to this one, and he's in ministry. So you look at other people, whether it's him or someone else, and they seem to have it together, and you feel that God's speaking to them, but you feel that you don't hear His voice. And I can remember sitting there in my devotional time, being by myself, and crying out, and literally crying out, saying, "What about me? Why do I not hear you? Where is my ministry?" And speaking to you in such a different way than what you may expect. And that's when I say, be careful what you pray for, because after that is when I lost my eyesight, and I really started hearing the Holy Spirit. Definitely hearing the Holy Spirit at that point. And so you don't want someone to go through what you went through to get to that point, but it's a matter of just recognizing, we just don't hear Him a lot of times, and it's because of what's going on in our lives that we don't hear Him. Comparing, and you can't compare either. His ministry is different from my ministry, and we have ministry together, which is awesome, and that's what we both want, but it doesn't always work that way. So it's a matter of hearing God speak to you in different ways. Is that what you were referring to?
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, normally when people are testifying, I always have songs going on in my head all the time. And I know, oh, this would be a great song with that. And every one of you, it's been Amazing Grace. The sound. I just can't get that one out. I mean, I know it's one of the oldest songs around, but I don't want to miss anyone. And you know what? I had so many other things on the agenda, and I really don't care, because this is more important. I think this is more important. We learn more, I think, you know, than one person flapping his jaws about what's going on. And I really want to dig into your life a little bit, if you will, if you mind. And what's Amazing Grace for you?
Oh, my husband was healed. My husband was healed by God. He had cancer, and prayers have been all.
How long ago was that? What kind of cancer? Was there a point where you were God? Do you hear me?
Oh, yes. God was always there. I said, God, I can't do this by myself. I put it in your hands.
What helped you through that?
Just my trust in God.
What can you help? What can you say to someone right now, maybe is too scared to say something, maybe right now that they're going through something that's huge and they don't know what to do? What can you recommend?
I would say read your Bible, and there's a passage here about God. It says, "You are my strength, I sing praise to you. O God, are my fortress, my God on whom I can rely." That's in Psalm, the last verse. And read that again.
Just listen to someone.
You are my strength, I sing praise to you. You, God, are my fortress, my God on whom I can rely.
There's strength when we worship Him, right? You sing praises to Him, there's strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. And that's why we worship. That's why we sing songs. And I encourage you, if there's not a song in your heart, do you have a little songs going on in your heart sometimes when you hear things? That's a good thing. You know, there should be. Even when you're going through stuff, just that little spark going through, you know. The rock of salvation, Amazing Grace. It doesn't matter what it is. You may not know all the words or whatever, but you just let those songs. You got that, Zan? Does that happen with you too? What's something that's your song going on in your mind? Go ahead and play it while we're talking. How about you, sir?
Well, God is the grace, and you get through faith, you get the grace from God.
Okay.
And our prayers are answered. Back when I was coming to Bible study, back before T.B.N.
Okay.
The whole Land experience, didn't know if they close the doors or not.
I remember those days.
And I prayed to the Lord for about a year, and a scenario going through my head is I need to win the lottery so I can give $2 million to the Holy Land to keep the doors open. And I worked in the midnight shift. And in the morning, one time, there was a rainbow. And I was thinking, oh, that's strange, having a rainbow in the morning. And the following day, the rainbow was there at the same spot, going down the road. It was twice in a row. And I said, okay, Lord, what are you trying to tell me? So that day, I bought a lottery ticket. Well, I didn't win.
I love this.
But after that, Trinity Broadcasting announced that they were going to buy the Holy Land Experience. So my prayer was answered, even though I didn't win the lottery.
Let me tell you something. That's an amazing story. I want to add to that story. When Jen and Paul Crouch were coming into Orlando, they were flying into, and as they were coming in, there's this sense that kept coming out of her lips. It says, "Power and glory fill this place. I want to see your beautiful face." And she kept singing that. It means she saw the beautiful colors come from the rainbow, saw the beautiful colors of the city, and just saying, "God, reveal your power and your glory." And that's God speaks to us in visions, speaks to us in songs, and you know what? You may have been on that probably was that at nighttime, and you said in the early morning.
Early morning.
That's cool when they were flying in, because it was
I worked midnight shift and in the morning, so I figured, what's the Lord trying to tell me? And I've been praying for about a year. You know, I'd be taking a shower, and in the shower, all these things going through my head. How am I, keep the Holy Land? Wow, going, because
That's right.
it was,
Where are you working, by the way?
I work at Disney.
At Disney. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You still there right now?
Yeah, I work in the animation shop.
Look at you. Awesome.
I like the job.
Praise God. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Let's come down over here. Power and glory fill this place. Amazing grace. How sweet the sound. How would you, dear folks? We say that word, amazing grace. What does that mean for you? What's an amazing grace that God has shown you?
That He's alive, He's real, He's with us and for us, He loves us.
That's awesome.
He is amazing. We're not, but He is.
That's right.
When we put self aside and let Him take over, nothing's impossible with it.
That's awesome.
Let Him be in control. I used to be so shy and I have learning disabilities, and I kept saying, I can't do it. And John here, we go to we're from Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
And we came here yesterday, and I don't know if you were the one that yelled, but you hands
Oh
up
my
to
gosh,
here.
yes, I was. Oh my goodness.
And I'm still having a little trouble because this year
Oh
I used to be
my
a water
goodness.
rat,
Yeah.
and I was so I have both in my ear. But you know,
Wow.
and that just pray for healing for
Yes.
me, and that pain is all gone.
That's amazing grace.
Yes. But you came over to me a couple times. I was sitting in the front row.
Yep.
And,
I came and hugged you.
Yeah.
I came and hugged you, and I remember you said you.
So I thank God for being here yesterday. That was me.
Amen. Pray
I
for
was
you.
so blessed.
And there's two parts to that. There's one, someone needs to speak it, and then one, someone needs to receive it.
Yes.
Right?
Receive it. No doubting like doubting Thomas.
No doubting like
No
that.
doubting.
Yes.
I used to be a doubter.
Yeah.
But now more.
Love it.
John.
John?
Married 48 years next month.
She's a little fireball boy.
She's a lot of money,
Oh,
amazing
you're
grace.
just like you.
Oh, yeah.
We've been, yeah.
So John, tell us about Amazing Grace.
Everything about my life is amazing grace.
Yes.
My